So, good morning everybody, or good day everybody, wherever you're at in the world. This is Rose. She has bumblefoot just on one of her pads. It's not really big, anything like that. So I'm hoping that, hi baby, that it's not to the point that it needs to have a scalpel taken to it. So I'm going to be soaking her, like I am doing right now, in half a cup of Epsom salt in warm water. She only has enough of, I'm gonna hold this down in case she starts trying to fight to get out. This is the first time she's been in a soak. And there's only enough water in it that is about maybe 2 inches deep, just enough to cover the bottom of her foot. And I'm gonna leave her soaking in here for 20 minutes. And I have got my gloves and everything I'm going to need once I get ready to take her out of the water. And I'm going to put a drawing salve on her, and well, we'll get it cleaned up first. She's starting to get a little rambunctious now. She's wanting out. Hey baby. But I'll show you the supplies that I will be using here in just 1 second when she settles down. She's one of my best layers. So she is soaking. I wanted to show you what we will be doing, or what I will be doing, unless I need to give Lee a holler. When I bring her back over here, I'm going to let her feet dry a little bit, and then once it's dry a little bit, I'm going to wrap her in the towel to kind of keep her contained. And then I'm going to spray some Vetericyn on her bumblefoot. Let it dry a little bit. Of course, I'm going to have on my gloves, and I've already pre-cut some strips of the wrap and the tape. I've got some Q-tips so I don't touch anything with my hand, even though I'm going to have on the gloves. I'm going to, after that, I'm going to put some Neosporin that don't have any pain relief in it at all. Chickens doesn't need the pain because it contains an ingredient in it that's not good for chickens. I believe it's toxic for the chickens. So I'll use the Q-tips to apply that so I don't cross-contaminate it. And then I will put some Prid on the gauze pad, and I will put it kind of a little heavy on it and put it directly on it, and then I will fold the pad down to the size that I need. I will put the strips, those, on it to keep that gauze pad on, and then I will put the adhesive tape to hold it on a whole lot better. And I will be doing this every day for a week or two till we see how it's doing. I'm hoping that it's not actual bumblefoot, because sometimes they will get hurt but it not turn into bumblefoot. I'm hoping that's what it is, but I will continue the video after the days have gone by to actually do an update. Okay, so after I got her out of the water, I got her feet cleaned up. I noticed she had 2 of them. Neither one of them is very big, but they are big enough. She's all bandaged up. Now, this is my first time doing this, so I guess I'll get it better as the days go on. Okay, so she's with the flock. Let's see, she's trying to pick at it. It's okay, baby. It's okay. She's trying to pick at it to get it off. I may have had to put another wrap at the top. Let me watch for a minute. It might come off. Let's see. If it does, I'll take her back and put another wrap around the top part, so she can't pull it off. And she's already trying. We'll take her back and put one around the top. So I did take her back in and put another wrap around the top part because she's going to be picking at it. She can walk just fine. Going over there to eat, so she's good. Oh. I checked all the others this morning with a flashlight. They all look good. What are you doing, huh? Oh, there she is. I'll be doing that every day for a week or two. That drawing salve will pull that infection, that core, up to the scab, and then after a week or two, then I'll be able to pull that scab off, and hopefully that kernel, that core, will come out with it, and then I will continue to bandage it up till it completely heals up. She's eating, so she's not thinking about anything. I did put the other brew up there. He's eating. I need to get him some more water while I'm out here. That way he's not messing with her or anything like that. Trying to mount her or anything while she's bandaged up. So that's the other brew we have, the Wyandotte. Hello everybody. I wrote down my chore list to do. As you can see in the background, Lee's got a fire going so that I can have some ash for tomorrow for their dirt bath for the chickens. But since I have a whole list to do and he wanted to go motorcycle riding today, I told him to go ahead and go on. The bike needed to be run anyway. Every few days he'll want to take it out. But my list is way too long, so I told him to go on. I watch the fire while I do my list. First things first, I gotta remember to turn off the electric fence, because the other day I forgot. Ouch. So this is what I have to do today, and not in this particular order. Put chickens in the coop area. Right now I have them on the outside area, not in the grazing area, but the outside of the coop run area. I gotta put some pine shavings in the run area, which Lee's already thrown the whole package up over the fence, that big block that they come in. That way I wouldn't have to carry it all the way around. So I have to do that. I have to get up in the loft later today and look for my roll of clear plastic so that I can start winterizing the chicken run. And then I will, last year I had the dark tarp down, but it got too dark in there. And this year I'm gonna put plastic because last year, if you remember, you watched my channel for a while, I had to dig a moat pretty much around the chicken run because the rain would come down so hard it would come in and wash through it. So this year we've already done the whole roof different, and so it extends out, so I won't have that problem. But I'm gonna put plastic up on the side so they can still get all the light in. And so I need to look for that row, and hopefully I know where it's at. I'm trying to hold the phone where I can still watch the fire, because I'll have to come back and forth and watch that fire. I need to do my membership card pulls for today. I need to get Rose and get her, she has bumblefoot, and so as of yesterday, when I checked them all, because the only way I can check them all is because once they're out roaming, it's almost hard. I'm gonna lower this now. I can see it from right here. I noticed when I took them all off, and I had a flashlight propped up checking the bottoms of their feet. So I noticed Rose had bumblefoot, and after I soaked her feet, I noticed she had 2 of them, 1 on each foot. So I've been doctoring her up as of yesterday, and this will go on for 4 weeks to 6 weeks, something like that. This will be a whole daily thing I'm dealing with her. I need to collect some walnuts so I can peel the outer skin, dry the husk off in the dehydrator. I got to put down some parchment paper first because that stuff stains everything. So I got to do that on my list today. I got to switch around the cables. What I need, switch around the cables, but also too, because I need to switch the roosters around. Now, as y'all know, I didn't want any roosters in this last bunch that I purchased on these pullets. I ended up with 3 roosters. Well, 2 roosters I had separated because I knew those were roosters. The other one just recently started to crow, and I know that one is a rooster. But he's been away from the other 2 for a while, so it's got to go through the whole introductory thing again so they don't attack him and hurt him. And so I was going to let all of the hens out to graze today, but right now it's more important that I got to get that other rooster introduced to them again. So the better way to do it is to just let all 3 of them out to graze. Now this evening, when they got to get put up, I'm going to have to run them into the side area around the coop that is still covered with the netting for predators. So I'll have to run them in there and then catch them and then put them back where they are now in the rooster bachelor pad, and hope that they've gotten used to each other. If not, I'll have to separate them. Yesterday I separated the one. It is a Wyandotte, red-laced Wyandotte, I believe. But anyway, I separated that one and I put it in the broody cage. Carrier, whatever you want to call it, because since I had to doctor up Rose, I didn't want him trying to mount Rose, with her feet bandaged up and everything. So back to the cables, I need to make sure that I put a Majestic on the cable while I have them loose, because I'm gonna put the goats out in that area also to kind of help distract the roosters so they don't fight with each other. But since I have 1 extremely long cable and 2 shorter cables that makes the same size as the long cable, I'm going to put the cables on both T-posts in the front area and the back area, so in case I need to move him around, I already have the cables there. So that's a process. Doing Rose's feet will be the last thing on my list. Well, the second to the last thing. I'm not going to mess with the walnuts until I do Rose. So even if I just collect the walnuts today, I can always do them tomorrow. But all week we've got a whole agenda going. This is just my list for today. So I am going to get busy on that, and I'll try to video just a little bit, clips here and there of what I'm doing. So I'll see you in a minute. So as you can see, Rose, I got her feet wrapped from last night. And she's over here digging like nothing, but that'll have to be changed. It is wrapped so no bacteria get in that wound that I cleaned up, and put Prid on it to help pull out the core, which will take a couple of weeks probably. So as you can see, they're on the outside area here. I'm gonna have to put them on the inside. After I put the shavings out, I do believe Lee threw it over the fence for me. Yeah, you can see it over there. So I've put Majestic on the cable here, and he has plenty of shade. I've got to have to move his water up for him, but also too there's a chance of rain later, and I'm going to take this cable. I've added the other cable already to the other side, so I'm going to take this cable here and connect it to the other one, so if it does start to rain, I'll switch him and put him on the other cable where he can go inside his shelter. That's that other rooster right there that just went in that I need to separate and let out here in the open area. The other two roosters here, that's in the rooster bachelor pad. So we just move him from spot to spot. They have water, they have food, and they have grass. So they're good. So I'm gonna let them out with the other rooster. And I gotta get the goats in here. So I'll do the goats first. I'll get them and let them in so they can be grazing. I'll be back. So all the goats are in this back area, and I'll go finish doing his cable now. Okay, so I've got the other cable set up, and you can see how long it is, and he can go in there or over there and get out of any rain if it starts. Okay, time to carry this into the chicken run. I'll leave the chickens where they are now so I don't frighten them as I'm scattering this stuff around. Okay, so I see Smokey, the broody hen, is still in the nest. So I'm gonna need to get her out. We've got a couple of eggs in here yet, so I'm gonna get her out before I haul that around. Okay, so I did catch the other rooster. He is huge. So I'm fixing to let him out, and I'll turn the other roosters out right now while I have him. I got lucky. He was up in the corner in the dirt bath, and I was able to catch him. He's huge. Okay, I have him out here. So the first thing he's going to want to do is go back over there. I need to close this back up real good so he can't get in, the other ones can't get out. I'm going to go ahead and with Majestic, all the goats, and as you can see, Majestic can reach them, but he chooses not to, so that's good. I still can't trust him yet off of the cable, so I'm going to let these ones out, and I'm sure there'll be a pecking thing going on, and so I'll have to keep an eye on them while I'm working. I was going to open this whole thing up, but I'm not. What I'm going to do is just open this little one up. So if these decide they want to come running back in, they can. I've got this carabiner on here that keeps that closed. This bottom part here. What are you doing? This bottom part here opens up. Let me open it up this way, just like that. They can come out if they want to. Let's see. Yep. I'm sure they'll run over there because all the hens are out. But I want to make sure that he's not going to go fighting with this one, which I'm sure they will at first. As long as they both don't gang up on him, they'll be fine. Because he's going to have to get reintroduced. Now that's Rose. It's a hen and the rooster. But they're not bothering the other rooster. So I'm not worried about the hens. They can't get to them. I just want to make sure these over here aren't going to fight. So all three roosters are out together. They got plenty of room to run and get away from each other if need be. Now, the rooster, the big rooster and that hen on the inside, they hang out together a lot. So I'm praying that other one is not a rooster. So out of 8 pullets that I got so far that I'm aware of, I've got 4 hens out of it. So that's good. They're not paying attention to him and he's not paying attention to them. If this keeps up like this the whole day, then I can put them all in the bachelor pad together tonight, and how I'll have to catch them is to put all the hens in the covered run, open up this wooden door, and they can go in on the outside run, and then I can catch them. That's how I had to do it the last time, because they wouldn't go back in there to roost because they knew that the hens were in over here. Oh. Look at this. Now I know if I turned him loose, oh, please call him. I have my rake. Got to clean up in here. Look, there's the 3 roosters together, not bothering each other. Now if he runs, they will. Going all around. So that way I can put the other stuff in here, the pine shavings. I think I need to throw those out. They've eaten everything in it, and then throw dirt in it. Okay. Okay, so I got it cleaned. Now I'm fixing to put the pine shavings in. And I'll just dump the whole thing out here. They can scatter them around how they want them. And then I'm going to need to bring them in here so that the roosters kind of get away from the fence and do their own thing. Okay, I've scattered some around. Left a big old clump there so they can enjoy spreading it around themselves. It's hot out here today. So I need to go inside and get everything ready to soak and then bandage up Rose. So far the 2 roos went to the front area with the goats, and the other one is over here by itself. So at least they're not fighting. They did get into a fight earlier, and I hollered at them to get their attention, and then they left him alone. All the girls are in there spreading everything around, and Majestic is right here, and I have this looped on my arm, and look, he's trying to put it on himself. Look. Ouch, don't jump up on me. Okay, so this is the 2nd day of treatment on her side. Just like that. You okay? Oh, you got dirt on your nose. And so I can take the bandage off. Okay, get on your side. Get on your side. Just like that. Okay. You probably can't see. Well, yeah, you can see her feet right there. Okay. She It's hanging onto my arm right there. Now, I'm putting on my gloves because bumblefoot is a bacterial infection, the same like staph. And if you have any kind of cuts or anything on your hands, you want to protect yourself. And as much as I deal with these animals, I know I've probably got some micro cuts somewhere, and I'm not taking no chance. So I'm just putting it on and then cutting these off. Let's see if I can get that. I got Majestic on the cable. I'm gonna take my glove off right now because I'm not gonna be touching that. I'm just going to take this off and show you what it looks like. See the two spots, the two dark spots? That's bumblefoot. Now I'll go soak her. So she is soaking now. The water is only deep enough that it covers her foot. Okay. She's doing okay. If she starts acting up, I'll put the lid on. Okay. So I'm gonna need to just this back up here. Just like this. And then lay you down. Just like that. Okay. Just like that. Now, you're going to set and dry your feet. I'll put my gloves on in a minute because I'm not really touching that barehanded. Okay. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is spray it with a Pedersen. Okay. Then I will kind of dry it. She actually has a couple more places on there that I can see. I need to spread it real good. That with her feet more cleaned, I can see it. So all this should help it really good. I don't know what she's been standing on. Now sometimes they get little cuts or abrasions and it don't turn into bumblefoot. But we're gonna make sure all this is cleaned up real good. And I'm going to put some Neosporin on. And I forgot to get me some Q-tips, so hopefully she'll stay there just 1 minute. Since I can't get Q-tips, I'll grab the paper towel. And I'm going to put this all along her feet, and so I don't cross-contaminate anything. I make sure I don't touch the tip. See, when their feet is dirty, I won't touch it. You can't see all of this when they're out scratching around. She's doing so good. Okay, I'm going to do one thing. And I fold this into 4s, and two, and we'll put this on. That way. This way. You want it tight enough that it's not going to come off, but not too tight that it cuts off their circulation. And I need one more on there, at least. And trying to make sure this holds good. You do the other one before I put on the white tape. A big clump on it. Around like this. Under. She keeps tucking that toe in. Get your toe out. There you go, just like that. Bringing it around this way. Just trying to fold up underneath. This is that self-adhesive wrap. There we go. Now, to make sure that stays on good, tight, not too. I'm going to put paper tape on it. Now I can take this off because I won't be touching anything there. Oh, we're going to get it from underneath there. This is just my second time of wrapping, so I'm sure with all the people out there that's had to do this before, can suggest an easier way to wrap, but I'm just doing the best I can. I don't know if I'm hearing a truck on the main street or thunder. This one right between and up and around to hold it on. Okay, so I got it in between the toes. Now I'll put her back with a flock. She's doing so good. Good girl. Okay, so rain's fixing to come in. I've gotten all the goats back in their areas that Rooster is still out. These two roosters are out. And Majestic is over here. And now I've got Rose back with her flock. He's talking, playing with the goats.